Stephen, Carolyn, you know, on the outside, Peter Cacho was the picture of shining health, good-looking, muscular, like Superman. But on the inside, unbeknownst to him, unbeknownst to his family, his heart was in big trouble. At 17 years old, Peter Cacho of West Bloomfield was a strapping 6'2", 190-pound weightlifter who loved pumping iron, loved competitive kickboxing, loved baseball, and truly loved his father.
As a matter of fact, I ran across a letter that he had written to school. It was titled excuse me. It was titled My Personal Hero. And I started reading it, and it was about me.
But on March 17th, 2011, almost 2 months ago today, after a heavy-duty weight workout at the school, Peter's young life would come to a sudden, crushing end. It started that night after he returned home.
And it was about 9:45 at night. He came and sat down next to me, and he said, "Dad, my heart's beating real fast."
In fact, Eddie Cacho, Peter's father, says his son's heart was beating so fast, his T-shirt was literally rippling.
So I felt his pulse, and it was beating fast. And he was telling me, he said, "Dad, look at my T-shirt, it's jumping." And I was looking, I said, "Peter, you want to go to ER? You want to go to emergency?" No. He blew me off.
At 10:30 that night, Peter went to bed, but at 11 o'clock, Peter's father was still very worried.
Before I went to bed, I went to his room, and I stood there, and I said, "Peter, you okay, honey?" He says, "Yeah, Dad." I said, "Peter, no pain?" No, Dad."
8 hours later, at roughly 7 o'clock, Peter's mother went to her son's room to wake him. And that's when the life of this entire family changed forever.
He was already discolored. He was cold to the touch. But I started CPR anyway, and then yelling at my wife and daughter to call 911. And I continued CPR until they got there. Because in my heart I knew he was gone already. But I couldn't just stand there and do nothing.
That morning, Peter Cacho, smart, athletic, good-looking, a boy who served as Eucharistic minister at Holy Name Catholic Church, was pronounced dead of a massive heart attack at just 17 years old. Now, Eddie begins every morning the same way, by stopping at his son's bedside, where his clothes are still laid out for school.
I get up in the morning, after I shower and get dressed, and I come here and I kiss his pillow good morning, and I go.
And Eddie says a silent prayer.
What do you ask God?
Take care of him. Till I get there.
Since 1999, at least 47 Michigan school-age children have died from sudden cardiac arrest. That's why 5 years ago, I teamed up with a special group of heart doctors at Beaumont Hospital, and we created what is now the 7 Health Edge Heart Check, the only program in the United States that actually gives high school athletes in-depth heart testing to find hidden heart abnormalities. Eddie Cacho says it's something every parent should take their child to.
My son died because he had something going on with his heart. This is our nightmare. One you don't wake up from.
Yes, before his death, Peter had never shown any signs of heart trouble, not one single heart episode. That's why this weekend, Friday and Saturday, May 20th and 21st, we are once again offering the 7 Health Edge Heart Check absolutely free. To register your student athlete, all you have to do is call this phone number, 1-800-633-7377. Again, 1-800-633-7377. I'm Bill Spencer, the 7 Health Edge Heart Check.